after all these years of, especially living under this prime minister who has tried to constantly divide people by race, religion, culture, income bracket, geographical location.
Gender, sex,
yes.
Gender identity.
Yes. So we were coming through Manitoba. We were coming through Headingley, and it was the most massive crowd I've ever seen. And there was Native drummers on the side of the road dressed in their full regalia, and standing beside them were like 4 Sikh gentlemen, and standing beside them were Hutterite women with their children holding signs, "Thank you for giving us back our future." And beside them was nuns in full habits. And to me,
when the nuns are protesting that things aren't good.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah.
And the Hutterites.
Right, absolutely.
Hutterites.
They're not known for their political.
We had them all the way from Medicine Hat, all the way through Manitoba. And I found out after, because my dad's great friends with a lot of the colonies down there, that they would go to one intersection on the back road, watch us go by, hop in their vans or trucks, drive 2 miles down the road, and they did this to just watch us,
Egg you on.
Yes, and support. And it was just incredible because it didn't matter. None of your background even mattered.
Right.
We were just Canadians.
Right. For
That's
once.
it. For once.
Come on,
And what sort of distances were people driving? Because lots of people watching and listening don't know how big Canada is. So you said from Medicine Hat to Ottawa is 36 hours.
36 hours. I think that's about 3,500 kilometers.
Yeah.
And so, which is quite a long ways, but we had people, the clan mothers that joined us came from the Northwest Territories, and there was truckers that had come from the Northwest Territories and the East Coast, Newfoundland, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia. This was truly a Canadian movement. Like, we had people from everywhere.
Northwest Territories,
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Which shows you that people, like you said earlier, were ready.
Well, and desperate. I mean, the thing is that so first of all, this was in the middle of the winter, right, and that's winter.
It's not easy.
It was -20 in Ottawa for most of that protest day. Yeah, and then those truckers were taking their rigs out of service for 2 weeks, something like that. Some of them are longer, 3 weeks, right, which is a major economic hit. You have to be driven to some degree of desperation. And it's not like Canadian truckers, like Dutch farmers, are known for their political activism. I mean, they've never been a politically active class in Canada. There's no history of even labor agitation on the trucker side in Canada. So the fact that it was them that finally had enough is really telling, just like it is telling on the Dutch farmer scene, right? And the Yellow Jackets to some degree. I mean, the French are a lot more volatile with their political demonstrations, but Canada doesn't have a history of this. This isn't something that ever happens here, just like it never happens in